Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is BMT coming at you again. I'm doing this pretty quick. Thank you. I'm doing this pretty quick discussion, a dialogue, if you may. Thank you. On that of, you know, I'm talking about Tyrann Mathieu. And you're probably like me. I'm not the biggest on football or know it all. Nor would I pretend. I won't pretend that I know everything about football. But I do like to watch certain games and I do like to watch certain stuff and watch how they play out or how they panned out. And it was brought upon me to look at uh, something that was being posted. Shout out to my media source, and they brought it before me. And when it came before me, one of the things that dropped in front of me was that a guy was saying that, hey, that um, Tom Brady, Tyrann Mathieu. Let me make sure I show you a picture of Tyrann Mathieu, because he said that Tom Brady did something so egregious, so disgusting. Um, yeah, I do. Um, yeah, I can say that I do like to watch occasional stuff. I do. Um, and I didn't feel so much of a there was a lot going on the Super Bowl. Let's first off let's show Tyrann Matthews. Yeah, Tyrann Matthew. Let's see. There we go. Popped up really quick. So this will be Tyrann Matthews. He's football. So Tyrann Matthew, he's over there. He he's over here. He was over there, looking at how. Yes, go. There's plenty of them over there. I'll get one later. Okay, so Tyrann Divine Matthew, nicknamed the Honey Badger, wow, and the landlord, the American football safety for the Kansas City Chiefs of the National Football League. He played college football for Louisiana State University. Now, what went on to happen, and it's not really big news. It's just literally something that we're just looking at. Um, he says that he was so highly bothered. He was so highly bothered. I'm not about to go, oh, well, he has a wife for all that. I don't care about all that stuff. I care about the game. I care about what happened. So y'all don't come to me about, well, imagery of all that stuff. But it was literally on this of a highlight of something I wanted to point at where he said Tom Brady texted or said something to him that was so vulgar. And that it was like he couldn't repeat it. He couldn't repeat it. And I was like, well, dang, Brady, what you say that was so evil that literally a black man can't repeat. I mean, that had to be some pretty dark stuff. Whoa, can't show that. Don't want to get flagged. So, I want to know. I wanted to know what was so dark and evil and gooey ooey, because I'm like, well, dang. Now, if y'all don't understand, when you're playing in the Super Bowl, first off, the quarterbacks have mics. The quarterbacks, for the most part, they have mics on them. You know what I'm saying? No, and I agree, Jay. I agree. What could have been said so badly that he can't repeat? Like, dang, like what? I'm trying to figure out, the wordage or the verbiage that you would have to use, to literally disrupt people. And I agree. Like they both are talking, trash to each other. I don't want to make this into a racial thing because I don't feel like it was. Though some people are trying to pinpoint that, it couldn't be something racial because there were other men around when it happened. You understand what I'm saying? Like there were other people there standing around him. I'm not sure if y'all know, but majority of goddamn Tom's team are big Haitian Mendingo men. So I'm trying to figure out, was he really dropping the N-bomb that badly? You know what I'm saying? That woe is me. You know what I'm saying? That these dudes felt like, you know what? If you know what, I felt like I was racially scrutinized. I'm just being honest. I don't see it. And see, that to me is the big. See, we got. That's why I wanted to just get ahead and just nip it and say, yo, like people are trying to make it seem like something. Like, listen, y'all, in the world of collective see, that's the thing about it. Like, I feel like as two men, listen, man, and sometimes, first off, Tyrann, the landlord, you can't be that strict of a man or that big of a man. And I gotta be honest, man. If y'all men can't handle words from another man, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. That sounds pretty sad. That sounds like some pretty dark days to come. You mean to tell me that if another man says something to you during a competitive game, you get that upset? No. Oh no. See, and that's the thing, and that's the thing. But listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. True. I don't think he said anything really realistically bad. I think that he got his ass whooped like a man to another man. You talk smack on the field, and you got clapped. There was a lot of trash talking on the field, rightfully so. You cashed a check, and you couldn't sign it. That's all. That's how I feel. But sometimes the media and Tom Brady quickly he apologized towards text Matthew to apologize. Brady texts Matthew to apologize after the trash talk. Okay, I'm gonna have to click on that. But I'm like, listen, man, I don't got no problem. Listen, I'm like this. If you talking trash back to me, and I'm calling you all kind of words, c words, all that stuff, hey, you can't feel no type of way when they just start throwing them bombs back at you, and then you start crying, "Oh my gosh, racial systematic oppression." No, 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 baby. We too. No, we now on level playing field. You got dirty in the mud. Don't expect other people. See, and I don't like that. I don't like that weakness. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but if you acting like if the name fits and it hits and it hurts, then it is what it is. But you can't be crying, acting like no baby because you said some stuff and somebody clapped back. You can't feel no type of way. You can't get mad at that. You can't. I don't feel no type of way about that, and I won't. I won't be one of those people that jump on some dumb behind horse. Or see, this is why I'm subscribing to a lot of channels because I'm not about to just get on some high horse of oh my god, like no, those are two grown multi-millionaire men talking trash on the field. They do it in NBA. They do it on the football field. They do it on the soccer field. They do it in the MLB. People talk trash during sports. Period. And there was a call where this one black dude um was doing unsportsmanlike conduct to another black dude while he was on the ground. It was the Kansas Chief dude. He got his ball snatched out of his hand and he hit the ground and the other dude got in his face and like did some peace sign in his face and they gave him a 15-yard penalty. Everybody on the Tampa Bay was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You show they didn't even give a dang about getting that 15-yard penalty. They were like, yo, this is the Super Bowl, baby. They got 9 points. We got 31. You dang right. I'm gonna talk trash. Listen. That's the art of talking. Listen, man. I get people come on my panel and talk trash to me. One of the battles worth watching during Super Bowl 55 was Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback and Super Bowl MVP Tom Brady against Kansas City Chiefs defensive back Tyrann Mathieu. As the two jawed at each other throughout the game, which they would talk trash throughout the whole game, particularly in the first half. After the game, Mathieu called Brady out for what the quarterback allegedly said during one of their exchanges, but the Chiefs star quickly deleted the tweet post. So wait, hold on. So you're calling out Tom Brady? Why didn't you do it then during the NFL? Why not call him out? You could have probably got him ejected out of the game. I would have used that card. Listen, I would have been dirty. I would have been icky. I would have been like, he called me a nasty word. He called me a nasty girl. So listen, I want him out. I don't feel safe. I feel systematically oppressed that he's making better calls than me. I want him out of the game. I would have Best believe I would have used that card. I would have thrown that all at Tom. Tom would have hated me. But see, he knew Ty, which we're gonna call him Ty. Ty knew if he had did that during the game, his people would have thought he had been a bitch. Yep. See, in the art of war, especially on the field, talking shit ain't shit. It's literally it just comes hand in hand. Literally, they actually to tell you the truth, saying the N word, which we can pull that up. Hang on, let's pull that up. Let me show you this. This because see even not even black people. Watch this. And NFL players say the N word on the field. Now look at this. This is crazy. NFL's history of penalizing using the N word. Did you know you are not the NFL players get penalized for saying the N word. They attack their check. They can lose their sponsorship. That's a 15-yard penalty. Oh, they don't play around with them. And that's also in the NBA. So I don't want people to think that, well, the white people can't, no, the black people can't say it either. I'm actually glad that they like that. That literally, most sports, they don't allow you to say the N word. You can't say that. I know some people want to use, well, that's foul language. Hang on, let me get rid of that commercial. Foul language. The NFL's cracking down on the use of the N word on the football field. The NFL would like to see the use of the N word eliminated on the football field. But some players like Mike Tolbert maintain that word is just a part of the game. Wow. Now, hold up. Mike Tolbert, that must be some evil white supremacist devil that wants to keep that word using for like whatever evil to keep women walking barefoot and pregnant. Let me see, who the hell is Mike Tolbert? I don't even know who Mike Tolbert is. We're gonna learn today. We're going to learn today. Learning words and people every day. I like to learn. Who the heck is Mikey Tolbert? Wow. Of course. God dang it. Oh God, he had to be a Carolina Panthers of all freak. We can't win for nothing. God dang it. Mike Tolbert is a former American football fullback. He was signed to San Diego Chargers and underdrafted free agent in 2008. He played in college football. So his salary is pretty good. Now, Mike says, hey, we should be allowed to say the N-word. Why can't we say the N-word? Mike's like, we should be allowed to say the N-word on the field. Now it's crazy, but Mike, if you're feeling oppressed, why do you want the N-word to still be in football? Mike, I need you to get your life, buddy. I really do. If you're feeling oppressed, you can't be thinking you're gonna run around saying the N-word. He said, maintain that word is just part of the game. Now let some white dude say that N-word to you on the field, you're gonna feel some type of way. Like, hey, good catch, my nigga. What? Whoa, wait. Well, it's part of the game. Good slam dunk, my nigga. Good goal, my nigga. Like, I would be running around the field saying that all the time. I swear, like, they would not like me at all. They're like, okay, we're gonna have to kick BMT off the field. They were like, we gotta kick you off the field, man. We can't be having y'all run around saying the N-word. not around BMT. I know I'll be getting fined almost every other second, man. Like, I mean, you got to understand that sometimes, you got to be, listen, I watch women. I've seen women during the NBA. And I went down and watched a WNBA game. Them women are violent. I'm like, are y'all in Street Fighter? Like, I didn't think women would be like They were doing all kind of like stuff to each other during the game. I was just like, God dang, like chill out. They were like, I was like, calm down. It's basketball. Why are y'all fighting like y'all in Street Fighter? You got these high testosterone Wonder Women, Amazonian women, the little Hispanic girl trying to fight this 6'2" dang wildebeest and getting slung around and stuff. I'm like, girl, just give her the ball. I wouldn't even want to go. I would be so thankful just to be sitting there on the goddamn. Me, I wouldn't mind sitting on the bench. I don't mind sitting on the bench because if I'm on the bench, then I still get paid regardless whether I play or not. Whether I play or not, I still make money. I don't care. I'm gonna still make my money. You know. So when I see that, Tom Brady, he was called for saying that, and you got to also understand that on football these days, they usually have it whereas to, they have mics. They have mics in their helmet, so that way you can hear when they're starting to make plays, calls and stuff. They make plays and calls and stuff, and so that way you can hear what they're saying. You can feel more connected to the game. But it also serves as a second thing, so that way you can hear what's also being said. You got unsportsmanlike conduct. And sports is changing. Now, some people say, well, guess what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably will want it where, honestly, I get he's trying to say, well, he's the landlord, but if he can't take it where a tenant is talking back to him, I don't know what kind of landlord you'll be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, man. I don't know what kind of landlord you're trying to be if you can't handle somebody disrespecting you on the football field, man. You're gonna get more of that every other time. So, in looking at this right here, while merciless taunting and sexual suggestive celebrations have become embarrassments to the NFL, so they used to have taunting and sexual suggestive celebrations. Oh, those were the days of the NFL where you could doggone take a football and pretend like it's a penis and you're peeing on somebody. Good times. Good times. You can't do that no more. You can't. We live in a democracy. We live in a democracy where literally, we have to respect each other. We have to. You know what I'm saying? Sexually suggestive celebrations have become embarrassment to the NFL this year. The league has, for the last 2 seasons, been emphasizing different types of inappropriate behavior that can result in 15-yard penalties. 2 years ago, following the push of Fritz Polar Alliance, a group named for the man who became the first African-American coach in the NFL in 1921, the Advocates for the Hiring of Minorities. And Advocates for the Hiring of Minorities for the NFL. Wow, those are 2 coalitions? So wait. A group that's named who became the first African-American coach in the NFL in 1921, and Advocates for the Hiring of Minorities in the NFL coaching positions. The league took a firmer stance on players using the N-word in the field under the abusive language section of unsportsmanlike conduct, which covers things said to opponents, teammates, officials, and representatives of the league. Referees could levy a 15-yard penalty when they heard the word. The rule book has long stated that the using abusive, threatening, or insulting language or gestures could result in an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. In 2014, abusive language was further defined by the competition committee to include the use of abusive, obscene, or racially sexually charged language. God dang, wait, what is racially sexually charged? Dang, how do you do that? Wait, so what if a white man says, "Get over here, you bunch of mendangos"? Will that be racially charging? I don't know. I don't know. But if a white man told a bunch of them big burly black men to get over here, you bunch of mendangos, get over here, you bunch of sweaty mendangos. You hear? Like, thank God we don't have no team. Like, if I had a football team, I would call us the Silverback Gorillas. I think that would be pretty badass. But most likely, that would just have us with a bunch of lawsuits. That's just me. We probably would get lawsuits like the Yayo. I know. People will probably say, but BMT, you can't say that. Okay, thank you, babe. Thank you. She always spoils me. She always gives me cool stuff. Now, what I'm upset at is Tom Brady apologize. I wouldn't have apologized. But Tom Brady, I understand why you had to. You died for our sins. So that way we could be free. Amen. I understand why Tom Brady had to apologize. You know what I'm saying? He had to. Kelly, what are you doing here? Come on. Isn't that a false equivalency? No, it's not, Kelly. Be quiet. Well, if Tom Brady wanted to tell his silver black Mendingos to come over here and help him move that ball, he can call them sweaty Mendingos men. There's nothing wrong with that. I felt like he's sexualizing them. If he want to do that, he can do that. Hello.
Hello.
First of all,
I'm back in your favorite place, laying on my back in the bed.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Got me shaking my dreads. Y'all must not know. Majority of, you know what? We probably wouldn't have gotten to 5,000 subscribers if not for Jay laying on her back. Penny, listen. First of all, Jay, I want you to know this. Listen. First of all, thank you. We would not have gotten to 5,000 for the many nights you have laid on your back half naked while we do our show.
Oh my goodness.
I don't need no other woman but just Jay. She has, with her breasts and her eyes of witchcraft, have gotten us to 5,000. All you horny men that just wanted to see her lay there half naked, thank you, Jay.
Oh my goodness.
For proving that sexuality will somewhat get you the view. That men do not give a damn whether your hair is done, whether your hair is tied up. Hell, you look at a hot mess. They never gave a shit how Jay looked. All they cared about was she's half naked. Hell, most of them were sending her, trying to get her inbox. Talk shit to her on the panel, and then maybe she came up and lay on the bed. So yeah, anyway, like, I'm like, God damn, you see her armpit hair all out and shit. I'm like, Jay, hurry up, damn it. Damn.
Oh
Jay's
my
like,
God.
And then, Jay would be saying, all you men are trash. And they would just get more hornier.
You know, right. Like, fuck y'all niggas. Like, what? I don't know.
Well, Jay, you telling men that they're trash is not working. It's doing the opposite effect. Fuck. After a while, they weren't even listening to the goddamn story. They were just listening. They just want to see Jay naked. So we already knew that.
Well, I've graduated to a bigger bed now. So before I had a queen, now I got a king size. So
oh shit! God
yeah, I can spread out.
We done made it.
Oh, I done made it. I done made it to the promise.
You done made it. You done. Hopefully, but for this episode of us winning, you done.
Okay, so I was reading up on this while you were talking. You know me, I do some quick Google searches. So from what I understand, and again, this is all alleged. Don't come for me, NFL. You don't sue me. This is all alleged. It looks like he may have called him something along the lines of like honey badger bitch.
Ha! But that's his name, the honey badger.
Right. That's his nickname. So it looks like he may have called him something on that lines. And it wasn't the N-word. And I know somebody is in the chat like, oh, but he could have because he's from Boston. Like, okay, we get that he's from Boston and he's been playing around black people for the upwards of 20 years now. Like that
Yeah.
he was a most of the Patriots were black, just like most of the people in the NFL are black now. Like, I don't think he would have made it this far in his career by dropping N bombs. Like, let's just be real.
That,
Why would he wait until this point in his career, especially because he's coming back next year? So why would he wait until this point in his career to just start? Yeah, I've been playing for 20 years. I'm just going to start calling people niggers. Like, that doesn't even make any logical sense. So from what I understand, in Tampa, come on now. Come on. However, Brady is now an honorary Floridian at this point. The way he was fucking bucking, the way he was bucking at that motherfucker last night, everyone was like, "Yo, he done showed up to the spot in white pants." I'm like, "Yo, this motherfucker is a whole Floridian right now."
He definitely what like. That's why, like I said, and I know some people say, "Well, y'all just giving Brady a pass," and I'm like, I don't know because
what pass? There's no. Here's the thing. So we all know Brady was mic'd up. And then this is also what I was reading. Brady. This is all stuff that I'm reading. You can find it. It's literally in mainstream news sources. It's the Bleacher Report reported it. New York Post reported. ESPN reported all similar stories. Basically that. So Brady was mic'd up, but what's his name? Mathieu. What is his name?
Tyrann. Let's just call him
Ty made that post. Once he found out that Tom Brady was mic'd, he deleted his post.
Yeah, but they were going to investigate. They were going to investigate that immediately.
So that says to me now you making yourself look guilty. Hold on, you know what I'm saying? If you feel
you try to use the race card,
right? If you feel like, oh, like, damn, you feel like you was violated, but then you found out he was mic'd up and then you changed your fucking story. Nigga, fuck you. Like, the way he was crying and whining on the field like a fucking 8-year-old boy last night, like, was quite embarrassing, really.
Right.
Like, he was having, like, a literal temper tantrum on the field. You're in the Super Bowl, dude. Calm the fuck down. You can't tell me that you've made it to this point in your career. And I'm not a hardcore football. I am a casual football fan. My boyfriend.
Same here.
My boyfriend is a huge Tampa Bay fan. Always has been. And and it's like, so I do watch it a lot with him. But it's like, you can't tell me you've made it to this point in your career. You get upset because somebody called you a bitch.
Right. I'm pretty sure I've been called the B word plenty of times on the field, off the field, hell, even on YouTube. I get called that every other day.
A simp. Like, I don't that's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't make it this far in your career that you're practically crying before well, that was like the second quarter. It's like the game ain't even get started good yet, and you over there crying. Tom Brady yelled at me. Hey, shut up.
So the thing about it, and
I still think Kansas City. I think they partied too much in Ybor on Saturday night, or had too many.
Before the game. I'm not going to get. You know what? I'm going to say this. They thought that really the Bucks were going to. They thought the Buccaneers weren't going to get it together, and I got to keep telling people, Tom Brady's at his best in the Super Bowl. If y'all ever seen Tom Brady, this man is a machine in the Super Bowl. Like
his interview, he literally said that the day after the Super Bowl, he said, "No, we don't do vacations." He was like, "Monday morning, we're starting the next season." I'm like, "Damn, okay."
Like, this man, like, I'm sorry, LeBron is the GOAT of basketball. Tom Brady is the all-time.
LeBron made a tweet last night and called him the GOAT.
Like, y'all cannot take that from Brady. I'm sorry, you can't. Like, literally, this man is a machine, like a freak of nature. That literally, I'm sorry, like, majority of his go-to people that have gotten him Super Bowls were black men. Like, that he just kept passing and depending on. So, it's kind of hard because in the Super Bowl, and we're not going to say that there isn't racism in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to pretend like there isn't. But, I'm sorry, for 20 years, like, for Tom, 20 years, like, this man got time.
You haven't heard any outside of the controversies with the
deflation ball
and all of that stuff. That's one thing. But you never heard about him having issues with other players ever. You've never heard about him having issues with other players ever. If anything, he's the one that's like bringing up, because I think from what I understand, Antonio Brown and Gronk live at his house.
Yeah.
in
Right.
Tampa. So, like, I mean, he's like the the father, the uncle figure. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm gonna do what
For
I
a
gotta
lot of
do.
players. For a
Yeah. So you like I said, he been around black people from all. And, obviously the NFL. Your team, you got people from all over. So you can't. I just would find it hard to believe at this point in your because somebody is saying like, oh well, why not? It's his career is over. No, his career isn't over. He has a couple more years left on his contract.
he's yeah.
So no, that
You gotta think like Tom doesn't really
he's
hardly
about
get.
the money for starters. Why ain't nobody gonna fuck up a bag trying to call somebody a nigga? I'm sorry. Tom
Like
Brady is about his money, plain and simple.
Tom will like. Here's the thing. First off, Tom got Jay hit it. Tom has many years, and he doesn't really have no injuries. That man will slide on the ground before you touch him. That man has no
I'm
shame.
trying to remember if I've ever seen him get hit. Like,
It was only been like 2 or 3 times.
one
You
time,
got
one fortnight ago,
mhm.
and if he got hit, motherfucker probably apologized. Oh, my bad, my bad.
Like and think. Oh God, thank you, JJ. Like I said, JJ always been here since the longest. Antonio Brown. If y'all don't know who Antonio Brown is, listen. Antonio Brown.
Right.
Listen. That man did not know if he was going to ever get to play in the NFL. But do you know who got him back in the NFL? Do you know who picked him up when he left New England and took him with him to Tampa? Tom Brady.
Right.
Tom Brady took him and got him living in the house with a little white girl. So I'm just saying, mind you, his checks didn't pick up yet, but I'm pretty sure Antonio Brown's checks are starting to pick up. So,
well, yeah, now they got the Super Bowl bonus and shit. So yeah, absolutely.
now, like, it's the thing about it is this: and a lot of people say, "Well, y'all keep it hard for Tom." No, it's just the fact that when you cry wolf for stuff like this, it's hard for people to take you serious if something realistic would happen. No, and I'm just being honest. Like there were unsportsmanlike, and I'm pretty sure you can ask your man. There were unsportsmanlike conduct calls made throughout the whole game.
And any game really. That's what I'm saying. Not just the Super Bowl, but especially in the Super Bowl, but any game, especially when you start getting to the playoffs and stuff like that, and folks start losing and shit like that. Yeah, there's definitely because there were some calls on the Bucks as far as there was like taunting calls and some other stuff. So there were calls on the Bucks.
He'll do this. Like, listen, they just started. The Bucks started getting really disrespectful at the end. Yeah. They did not care about Tom.
Right. At that point, it was like, what the fuck y'all gonna do at this point? Like, I probably would have been the same way. Like, what y'all gonna do? Score a touchdown?
They were purposely saying and calling Tom all kind of names. Sadly, the white folks were trying to pick up what were the blacks calling Tom, but they were purposely trying. I almost was worried for Tom Patrick because the way how they hit him, they were like, okay, y'all need to stop. Like, y'all need to stop.
From what I understand, and this is just what I read, like I said, I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna, say it to be truth. But from what I understand, that the Chiefs in general tend to play very dirty. From what I heard, that they're
like
they're dirty.
They got caught. They got caught doing a lot of stuff in that game. Like they were getting caught, and like I said, I would be mad. Listen, if I was a coach, I'll be mad at my team. I'll be mad at my team. Like, yo, dude,
they had to get up and go to practice this morning.
Like I was
the Chiefs had to get up and go to practice this morning. Ain't no way. Ain't no fuck. Y'all going full practice, full gym, full workout, everything.
Agreed. And like I said, it's like I said. Let me see. I'm super serious. Racism is not just hate. It's mainly the ability to oppress and harm. That's racism. And I think the thing about it is this.
We're not saying that racism doesn't exist. Right. Like you're bringing a point. You're going on and on and on about a point. And I was telling you that in the comments. Like you're going on and on about a point that we're not trying to make. Like we're not saying that racism doesn't exist. We're not saying that. This is all we're saying is that he more than likely did not say the N-word. That's it. That's all.
I think one of the things about it, and it was somebody that played college football. and I forgot the man's name, but he almost lost his contract. Now he's really cool with his white friend, black friends, and I guess when you're cool and you have a comfortable, he said something, and he said it. Now his black football players didn't care, but when other people outsourced around them heard him say
Yeah, it's a different story.
it
There
was
are, I
different.
mean, there are people like that though. I mean, we did a show about that a while ago
Right.
about that N word, and it's
And so
like, you know, I always kind of ride the fence on it for the simple fact, and I'm not talking about just in specific last night. I'm saying in general, like, I mean, there are people that are around, like, we use it in conversation. Shit, I just said it fucking 50 times.
yeah,
Like, we use it in conversation. So if you did have a white friend that was constantly around you and they picked it up, like, I mean, could you totally be mad? You know, like, it, you know
I
what I
think
mean? I'm not giving
I think the
anybody a
thing I
pass,
think the thing about it
but,
I think the thing about it
you
is
know,
no just no I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, true. You know what I'm saying? We highlighting it. One of the things about it, and this is my thing. I always tell this I always tell this to my players in the gym. Don't say something if you're not expecting the other person to say something back to you. Don't open your mouth. Don't be calling the Hispanic fighters in the gym cockroach and all kind of names. But then when they call you monkey,
now you mad.
coach,
Right.
you need to get them out. No. I watched you for a while.
Same energy. Same
Keep the
energy.
same energy.
Right.
Don't be saying something to the white dude and he said, at least I know my daddy. We want to fight now. Well, hold up, bro. You were calling him all kind of names. So now all of a sudden he said something that he put out a statistic on you. Now you hurt.
Because I do believe too, back to the Tom Brady thing, Tom Brady pointed at the scoreboard.
Yeah, he did.
So what did he call him, a bitch, and fucking point at the scoreboard? Like,
right. He was like, well, look at the score, bitch. Like, look at the score.
That's probably what he said. Like, really, like, what when you're at that point in your career, I don't have to talk shit. That's where we're going with that. We're not saying that people are trying to make it way deeper than it really is. We're not saying racism doesn't exist. We're not saying it's not a thing. We're not saying that Tom Brady is like some fucking patron saint. All we're saying is that he did not come this far in his career by dropping an N-bomb on the field. Because trust and believe, that shit would have been,
it would have been out there all the other years.
Like, that's all.
Like, just think about it. 4 years with Donald Trump, you think, like, if anything, I think that's the most hazing he got when he went to go see.
Because he supported Donald Trump. Right, like, that's what I'm saying.
When they won the Atlanta Super Bowl and he went to go see Trump, that's when they were like, Tom Brady's racist. But he was like, you do know other players went there, right? Like, I wasn't the only one. I just was the one that was with the picture, which it happens because the players usually take pictures. It's just that he was like, no, I just went up there. And I'm listening and understand. We covered this long time ago, so y'all go check the archives. It's just that the fact that when it comes to it, you got to be mindful when you use certain cards. Like, don't be crying wolf to get the sympathy. Because if you really wanted to get that 15 yards, which Ty, your teammates messed you up. Like, they were messing y'all up with them 15-yard penalties and stuff. But you did intercept the ball, but your teammates were holding. So if you were gonna call something on, like, I don't like when people use racism as a convenience. Like, I don't like when people call the racism card as a convenience. That's like somebody, like, I don't like that's for sexual harassment. That's for anything, and literally,
because it's like the old story of the boy that cried wolf. Because you know what? When it actually happens, nobody's gonna believe you, because it's like, damn, every other week she's saying that she being harassed by this person or that person.
I'm like, where are you going? Damn it!
How is everybody literally fucking harassing you?
Well, and that's the thing, and that's the thing about it when it comes because like I said, we are very like I said, me and Jay are overly balanced on a lot. Like we just look at it for what it is. I know some people cape for Tom. No, because we talked about systemic issues for a lot of stuff, but we're also realistic that now you want to get on stage. Hell, we talked about how they were bothering goddamn the NBA players out there and I don't like the NBA like that, but also it was out there that they were getting bothered. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Kaepernick. Hell, the NBA, the NFL players were doing with the money? Nothing. Roger Goodell had to say, okay, we can't give y'all black people the money. But
we'll donate $250 million to black causes and like, can y'all shut the fuck up? Like,
yeah, just take damn money. And mind you, $250 million.
That's like a drop in a bucket to the NFL.
Listen, every owner is a billionaire. Majority of the goddamn players make over $250 million. I mean, y'all better be using that for something like I don't know, like calculators or backpacks or some shit.
I know Tampa done made so much money this past week, boy.
They made that bread, boy. Listen, y'all might have COVID 3 over there where y'all at.
Shit, we got COVID 25, 26, 27.
Like shit, but I mean, honestly, just looking at it, it just makes Tyrann. It made him look weak. That's the thing about it. I'm being fair and honest about it. It's what's going on, Mike? It just made Tyrann look really weak as a black man trying to stoop and use that low card. I don't know how you didn't understand that quarterbacks have mics on them. Like we could hear what Patrick was saying. Why didn't you think that we couldn't hear what Tom was saying? Right. So
he deleted that tweet with a quickness.
Yeah, but literally, that's slander. That's slander and defamation of a character. And still, Tom didn't have to apologize.
And he probably apologized, like, okay, yeah, I did. And that's what I said. Like, just because he apologized still don't mean that he calls him a nigger. Like, he probably was like I said, that's why I think he probably called him like a bitch or something like that and was like, listen,
I'm pretty sure
it is what it is. You know how it is on the field. I'm sorry if you were offended. Kind of apology. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I'm pretty sure somebody, like, probably not even his PR, but somebody just around to say,
just make him shut the fuck up. Like, shut the
fuck up. Like, you already beat him. Like, just
he's already dead. Like, just
like the memes that are coming out on your quarterback, on your quarterback, that's insult alone. And literally, like I said, like I'm telling y'all right now, like they're not worried. Like Tampa got their money's worth with Tom and Brock and Antonio. That's really superstars. And I mean, they honestly, their whole team did an amazing job. Again, that's why I said it's kind of hard.
Not to mention, all the coaches on the defensive line are black.
Right.
All the coaches on the defensive line are black. Like, I mean, come on. Like,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there were too many dark-skinned black people walking around Tom Brady. Where would he get time to say the N-word?
He said, where would he get time?
I'm just saying, there were so many big 6'8" tall gorillas walking around him sweating. When honestly did Tom get time to say the N-word?
And all he does is eat, sleep, and shit football. So, right, when is he throwing in the N-bomb?
Like there were so many Haitian Zoes around him and shit, and goddamn Caribbean dudes.
Just Florida niggas in general.
There was so many, like all the Florida niggas were surrounded around the goddamn stadium when he was giving the speech. There was no way y'all can tell me the only separation that they had was when he went on stage. Other than that, he was around niggas all throughout the whole Super Bowl.
That's the whole season. The whole season. I mean,
right.
Like I said, the whole coaching team is black. So what? Like you said, when does he have time to call?
It was like watching like colorism awards, but all the light skinned niggas were on.
As a matter of fact, shit, he's probably the damn minority at this point.
Tom would actually have been the minority on the damn team. There was probably like I could probably count like eight white people all the rest of the Buccaneers were all black. So I don't know when they would get time.
Hold on, and they blackety black. They not
they
Kansas City has like light skinned black people. You know, they got Mahomes and Ty. You know, they light skinned black. Tampa got black.
Tampa has slavery black, like glory black, like goddamn the whole goddamn glory with Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington black. Like
not glory.
There's no way. Like they probably be watching fucking Color Purple on HD over there for fun. Like there's no way they could have the time. There's no way Tom would have time.
Cotton picking black.
Cotton picking black. Like dude, all the light skinned and mixed children were on Kansas City Chiefs. I ain't see Holly that one light skinned cream nigga on goddamn
Young Link. We already said that. Yeah, Antonio Brown was living with him. So yeah, we already said that.
Said N-word. It's probably Antonio be walking around that damn house with them white children dropping inbox and they be like, "What the fuck?" Like we need to say the word. Antonio say the N-word every other goddamn day. That's just I'm just before y'all. Don't think Antonio Brown don't be saying the N-word. Like you gotta think that.
But I'm sure he's on like the other side of the house. Like he's just there to make sure that motherfucker don't get in no trouble. Like, you know.
I signed all like, listen, bro, you get in a lot of trouble with women. So if I at least put you in my house, you can't fuck up that badly. Like I can't fuck up that.
Julie, no one is saying that he is one of us. Like I don't know where in your mind you are. It's like I almost feel like we're not listening to the same conversation. Like
no, I don't think. No, I'm not saying
nobody said that.
No, I don't think Tom is one of us. Jokingly, I just say that when you're around people enough, you start to pick up their habits, or you just start to just be cool. And I'm not. If y'all haven't heard how Tom Brady talks, Tom Brady talks like a whitey white boy. Like ain't no.
He talks like someone straight from Boston. Like I don't know. If he's actually, I don't know if he's from Boston or he just spent so much time up there with the Patriots. But I don't think he's from Boston.
Have you seen his house? His house is like not like no mansion. It's like it was a suburban. Like he lived a pretty Bostonian life, like Mark Wahlberg type of lifestyle.
Oh my god, a pretty Boston. Well, I don't know because he showed up to the stadium yesterday in white pants. I'm just saying he done transferred to Florida.
Oh yeah. Only Floridians be trying to wear white pants and leopard shit and gold.
Hold on, fuck around. Next year he gonna have some gold
and shit.
Next year he gonna have some gold teeth. Keep playing.
Oh god, they done. We got her to get his ass out of there. I don't know where we send him. Probably don't send him to Atlanta. Like he definitely.
Yeah, no.
You know what?
He'd have to go to like Seattle or something.
No. Seattle's not giving up Russell.
But wait, why was Russell up there? It's funny because that's what
Russell was up there.
Russell looked like he was trying to have a conversation and try to come down to Tampa.
Yeah, Russell was like, you know what? I'm pretty much done with the Seattle.
Russell looked like he was trying to come down to Tampa and be on the team.
Sierra was kind of damn.
Sierra had titties in the motherfucking face and shit. Like, listen, my girl. Listen, my wife don't like Seattle. You know, we trying to. She's from Atlanta. We trying to get her closer to home. I mean, Tampa. Maybe I can't get to Atlanta, but I mean, Tampa is only like a 6-hour drive. So, hop on a jet and be there in 45 minutes, kind of thing. So, I'm kind of thinking, maybe there's some room on the team for me.
AJ saying that Tom is black. We take him. Listen, that would be I'll cry if Tom Brady claims being black, boy. I'll cry. Like, goddamn, boy. We take great white hope from them. Like, listen.
Tom Brady is just that white boy. Like, I just think in reality, like, I think he's just like that white boy that you don't fuck with him, he won't fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go over his house and have a couple beers, just don't talk about politics and, like, be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like Tom Brady probably would have your back, too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you said Mahomes. Yeah, I mean, listen, Mahomes is black. You know what I'm saying?
Barely. But, yeah.
He when he want to act it, but, so I don't got a problem with it. Like, Patrick Mahomes, they shit, I probably claim him before I claim Kaepernick ass.
God, oh shit! You done pissed off the pro black crowd with that one.
Right. I will clean Patrick Mahomes before I clean Kaepernick's punk ass any day. I'll clean Patrick all damn day. Fuck that. At least he, like I said, he was, and Patrick was taking some hits. And listen, he still, that man was limping, boy. By fourth quarter, he was limping, boy. Tom just went up and hugged him like, "Hey, man, like he was just telling me, he's like, in a few more years, you'll get up there with me. In a few more years, you'll get up there." I just think it was just too soon for Patrick. Not to say he don't got the skill, but just against somebody like Tom Brady,
Right.
that's just a little bit like you're playing against a monster. Like probably when Tom don't give a shit to go to the Super Bowl. Like after he gets 8th or 10th ring, he probably won't give a shit to go there anymore. He'll probably be like, "Listen, I already done been to the like."
It's just kind of like it's almost just like, it's the last day of work. Like, oh, when is your season up? February. February. Like that's just his last day of work. Like every year, that's just his last day of work.
It's February.
But honestly, yeah, you know what? I would not be surprised if doggone see it. Now, to be fair, Russell is one of the highest. I think the 4th highest paid.
But they said Tampa got a lot, especially now after the Super Bowl. Tampa got a large budget.
If they get Russell and Tom, god damn.
Because Tom said he only want to play because the contract is only for 2 years. So this year and next year. Think about it.
Yeah, you might want to go get Russell, dog. You might want to go ahead and get Russell, man.
Think about it. I'm just saying, stranger things have. Listen, did we think Tom Brady and Gronk and Antonio Brown did you
ever lead the Patriots?
Did you think we would be having this conversation?
No, I never saw Tom leaving the Patriots.
Soon as the rumor started that Tom Brady's coming to Tampa, I was like, "Nah, you fucking lying. You lying." Like I was soon, and then I'm like, "No, this has just got to be a rumor. This has got to be a rumor." Come on now. And there's like, no, when he signed the contract and got a house down here, I was like, "What?"
I think that also showcases that he didn't need New. Well, I won't say he didn't need New England, but he can make it.
What I read, they were saying it's basically like, the whole coaching thing. It's like basically Tom didn't really need Belichick, is what they said. Because a lot of people try to say that it was Belichick and this and that, but it's like, no, actually Tom didn't need Belichick, clearly.
Well, the funny thing about it, this is something that you can pull up. The coach says he never tells Tom, like when it comes to the offense, the coach doesn't tell Tom what to do. Tom, when he goes out there on the field, he's kind of coach and quarterback at the same time.
Yeah, well, because he's been. That's the thing, and that's my point. Like he's almost like a father figure, father uncle figure, because he's older, and wiser, and I'm sure he knows everybody's weaknesses and strengths at this point in his career. I'm sure all he do at home, he probably studies tapes for fun, like like, oh, let me put on that game from May 2015.
And look at that.
Right. You sit there like, what?
Put on a can of pork and beans and let's watch this damn tape and shit and have a good time. Like Antonio, like, well, damn, I want to watch BET. No, we watching this tape, damn it. Now sit your behind down.
And after this, we're gonna go work out. Work out.
Gronk and him trying to figure out how to get the hell out the house and how to get away.
Right, because Gronk is a party boy, so
yeah, he's
living in a damn party city. So I'm sure Gronk done slipped out. Gronk has slipped out to Ybor City a few times. He's been spotted. So, like, yeah, he's just trying to slip off and party and shit.
So you gotta. So I think that in the grand scheme of things, he pretty much had to babysit the 2 party boys to keep them out of trouble. Lord knows.
Damn, Trailer Hood, tell us how you really feel.
Belichick can fuck all the way to fuck off and choke on it. Yeah, okay, well, he definitely is a member of BMP. The way he
like, damn, okay.
So, but other than that, yeah, we gotta start being more mindful. 2021, it's going to be the year where if you try to call racism, it's not going to be enough to just think that people are going to believe you. We're going to start there. People are going to start doing checks. If you're going to say it, people will.
And we're not saying racism isn't a thing. We're not saying it doesn't exist.
It's not a thing. But I'm also appreciative that if I would have called racism on Jay, there's going to be people that are going to look into it. If she would have called sexual harassment on me, there are going to be people that are going to look into it. And, now you got to prove yourself. And that's good.
Well, Joe, I mean, that's already happened to you a few times here, so.
And you know what? We always keep the receipts. Hell, we got a meth addict that's still roaming around, still thinking that, hey, they're being sexually pimped.
I'm still trying to figure out how somebody was sexually assaulted and you were like 5 states away.
5 states away? We're a whole country. California, South Carolina. If my dick
and somehow
I have done good. If my dick can reach Florida, I have done great. I did something great.
Oh, and then there was the other chick that sent you ass and titty pictures, but you were sexually harassing her.
Make it make sense, America. Only on YouTube. Only on YouTube. Only on YouTube.
Like, wait, how that work?
Only on YouTube. Only
and
on
she
YouTube.
was married. So, yeah.
Only on YouTube. Not to say I won't beat my meat off to it, because I'm going to do that. I'm open about who I am. But we're just saying, we done meet. Like I said, y'all, that's why I said I love my team. We done seen the fuckery for what it is. We just are what it is. Like I said, I will never trade in Jay, Mimi, Mobu, Healthy, shout out to Charity and Baby BMT on the way.
Baby BMT.
Baby BMT is that's
and Healthy. I don't know. Should we be calling him like half healthy at this point? Like,
keep Healthy in prayers, man. With Healthy is dancing and he's losing super weight really fast.
I was about to say he's trying to get super fine out in these streets.
I need to go call Healthy. Healthy bottom. He might take the chairman spot the way he's dancing and shucking and jiving and singing and licking his tongue on camera and shit. I'm getting jealous myself. Like, goddamn.
I'm sitting there like, wait, maybe didn't you say you was looking for another wife? Hold up.
I'm like, goddamn. Like, shit. Damn. Dingle, chocolate nigga. Goddamn. He out there living his best life. Shout out to Healthy. We wish you all the good health. And also, we have our new member trailer. Like I said, and no, we don't have him for the token white guy. We just have him because he's just a good guy. I think, and it's crazy. People like, now y'all are talking to white people. No offense, y'all, but we've been talking to everybody on our panel for, I don't know.
I mean, they said the same thing when you had me. Like, you talking to black women.
There's a black BMP. I'm not sure if you noticed, there's a black woman on your panel. Yes. I noticed that. There is a black woman on the panel. Shout out to Breaking Borders every freaking day. We found a new way to commit a taboo.
So the funny is when they call Maurice gay. Like, no.
That did happen. There was a rumor that Maurice was gay. He was like, huh, you noticed. Oh, even better. The time when we had a transsexual.
Oh, yeah.
That broke YouTube for a week.
Yeah. To talk about sickle cell. But we never got to that conversation.
A medical specialist that literally that came here to talk about sickle cell.
You need to bring him back. I like him.
It blows my mind, but I feel like if we try to have a conversation about sickle cell, anemia, and all that other stuff, people are going to be more. So, I heard that you're a trans.
So you got a dick or no?
Were you and BMT ever in a relationship? I guess we'll never get to find out about sickle cell anemia, but
yes, Ninja, I do.
Yes. So like I said, only here are more people worried about what goes on in people's bedrooms than actually about, healthcare or anything. But this is why we're here, and this is why we'll be here. But other than that, we are wrapping it up. You guys, we love you guys. We definitely want to stay frosty. Shout out to Trailer Hood for having an amazing panel. We definitely are changing up the talking points. We don't want to always just keep talking about the same old thing. It gets dreary. It weirds us. We like to talk about stuff that's fun, and this was fun. You know what I'm saying? Jay always comes with the good facts. We probably got to do some.
We want to do another dating show.
We actually, you know what I've been doing lately? I've been sneaking on to POF live streams and talking with.
Wait, POF has live streams now?
Yes, POF has live streams.
What? I've been off of POF for a hot little
Listen,
minute. So
girl, you
okay.
need to go on POF with me on these live streams. I be meeting killers, mistresses, goddamn hell. I done met all kinds of people that, boy, they done tried to indoctrinate me to the camp of Catholicism and Cthulhu. Shit, goddamn, boy.
Damn, I want to get a profile. I wonder if Dante will let me get a profile.
Let's make a profile for fun with me. We can go have fun.
I think he'll be down with it.
Let's go make a profile, y'all. So
I don't want to make a POF profile and get in trouble with
tomorrow.
some shit.
Me and Jay will be covering POF lifestyle. That's what we'll cover. I mean, February. I mean, it's Valentine's Day coming up around the corner. How far is Valentine's Day?
Next week.
So we'll be.
For the record, I met my boyfriend on POF. So,
and I have met plenty of people on POF. I never met my compatible person, but I met plenty of people, from women to serial killers to trannies, all on POF, and men that tell me that, hey, I like your lips. So I have met everything on POF, but what I want. So other than that, so tomorrow we will. What time tomorrow you want to do our POF live stream?
you know I'm home all day.
So you guys, tomorrow join me and Jay Low Value, where we will be going and we'll be analyzing. I'm going to reboot my old POF.
Oh my god!
Old POF.
I think I still have my original. I can't use my original profile. I gotta.
Oh, you know, I want to read that damn thing. You know, oh my gosh, let's read. Okay. Freak, I don't want to read my POF profile to y'all because y'all going to judge me. So what we're going to do. Oh, fuck it. I don't want to be a hoe. But we are going to go. We will have to make a POF. We're going to go to POF live stream, and we want to find out who wants us. Who can we find love?
Oh God,
Jay, shut up! Shut up! Damn. So me and Jay are going to find love on POF, and we'll be switching off our profile, so that way we can find love. We'll make a female profile and we'll make a male profile.
I mean, I still have my original profile, but it'll be kind of awkward.
Make a dummy profile. Damn.
I know, it'd just be kind of awkward to you.
So that would be our home. That would be our horn. She's gonna make a profile. I'm gonna make a profile. I want to call myself Coco. Well, let me have that name. I want Coco. So Jay will be I don't know, Lolly.
What is J date?
J date. What's that?
Is that the jail pen pal thing?
Oh God! Listen,
I think you should troll J date.
J date. What's that? I'm gonna have to look that up. J date. What is that? Now I hope it ain't that. Now I've done been to the POF, bootymeat.com, lollipop liquors.
There's Tinder too.
Tinder. Shit. We Dateline. So
Jewish dating.
Jewish dating. Oh my God! Wow. Well,
I don't know how we would fit in there, but you know,
I don't think So we're gonna have to find a way. We're gonna find a dating site for us that can help us find. I think we are overqualified dating coaches.
Definitely.
So we definitely can find this, and that's what we'll do. We will be dating coaches, and we'll go find true love. I will probably run a nice marathon stream to help y'all who are trying to find a lovely sugar baby or daddy, or probably somebody to trick with. When we're finding y'all goddamn prostitutes, y'all, escorts. When we were finding y'all that, shout out to Camilla for hopefully she passed that. We got to talk on that, but now Camilla talking about passing it to where she just makes it legal.
Well, I mean, they've been talking about that for a long time.
I hope they do. I really hope they do. Just shit.
You know,
get it
I mean, there's definitely. You know why though? They'll get tax money from it.
They'll get tax money.
Yeah, if it's legal. Yeah.
Oh well, shit. Fuck it. You can put it.
Right. That's the thing I always never understood. Like people try to make this morality cause behind it, like prostitution and morals and blah 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 blah.
I want to put that on the board.
Because if it's legal,
we need to write that down, Jay. We need to put down. We're gonna why
just like OnlyFans and strippers, they gotta pay taxes on that money.
I want to put that down on the board for us to talk about prostitution being nationally legal because I feel one that's going to help out a lot of people too. A lot of y'all girls are trying to get that car payment. Hey, if you want to pay your car payment for $325 or $400, whatever he want to drop, hey, make the money. You guys, y'all tired of dating? Goddamn, pay the bill. It pay the cost to get the flaws. You know what I'm saying? And you want to, hey, it might be something where Jay's like, oh snap, I'm gonna be shit. I'm gonna be late on rent. But then all of a sudden, on bootyclap.com,
Right. Let me go and bust it open for a couple on it.
let me just, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like for 15 minutes, bust it open, or you only get one nut, and then after that, hey, go ahead and clean yourself up, get out my back seat and go live your life. I'm fine with that. Everybody said that's going to be the end of marriage. No, it's not. It's not. Hoes have been here since the dawn of time, and marriage ain't died yet, and it's going to be here after. So I swear.
But that's another conversation. But it's like, do y'all even?
We make these crazy conversations, and
I know because I'm like all the shit they talk about marriage, but do they even really want to get married? Let's just be real.
We'll be saving that, you guys. Like I said, we have some shows coming down the pipe that y'all are going to enjoy. Like I said, I know we're brave enough to talk about these kind of things. So we'll see you guys later. Like he said, he made his $20. I made my first 20 this week.
Oh shit! Okay.
Go ahead. Yes, JJ, go ahead. So we'll see you guys later. Peace. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go get some collard greens and rice.
Oh Lord, good night.
I'm sorry, I don't eat popcorn for dinner.